international break is over. And guess what? Club football resumes. Unfortunately for some managers, they are welcoming players who will be on the injury table. Well, for us, the most important thing is club football is back. And Manchester United have a date with Manchester City. What a game that promises to be. This is the VAR Room on Westman Studios. My name is Elikem, and today is a full house. I've got Kwabna here with me. I've got Prince. I bet you guys, it's been a long time you saw him. Prince is back in the studio. I have Nana Kwame as well here in the studio. We look at the games that will be happening across Europe. Look at the big games. Try and see what will likely pan out of these games. And then we'll see how the weekend will go. So guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Full the energy. Make a full the energy.
Oh, the energy is there. But sometimes you need to relax a little before you come with full energy.
I know how you do it. So guys, what are you looking up to this weekend?
Afokabna, his team is playing this weekend, so let him start.
Okay, so we'll start with the big one.
Okay.
It's the 197th Manchester derby in the Premier League. Mm-hmm. Manchester City will sit at home and welcome Ruben Amorim's Manchester United at the Etihad. For this particular game, guys, I'll throw it to all of you. You all have a take on this game. I'll start with you, Prince.
Yeah.
What are you expecting to see in this game?
I think one thing that almost everyone is looking forward to will be the usual competitive nature between these two teams. And I can say on authority and confident that these two teams are both not well prepared for the season. All have played 3 matches. I think United have 4 points, oh?
Yes.
4.
City also have 4.
3.
City have
3.
The reality of the fact is Manchester United are sitting
above
on top of
Yes.
Manchester City
That's
in
true.
the Premier League table.
Hey.
And many people haven't paid attention to it.
And I think that's one thing that seems to have escaped almost all of us.
Yes,
And it's quite interesting.
absolutely.
Both of them are having a really patchy start to the season.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that Pep Guardiola is gradually losing the rhythm at Manchester City. And when you take a look at Ruben Amorim, upon all the signings so far for United, you still haven't seen anything transformed about his setup. So it's going to be a good game. Last season, when they both met, we all saw what happened, where United had to come back from a go down to beat City.
Yeah.
So going into this game, it's a plus for City. But then the question is, Pep Guardiola wouldn't sit down and then just get 3 out of a possible 9 and expect to go down against Manchester United this time around. So it's going to be a game of many variations. But I still think, clearly, looking at how both teams are performing, if it ends in a way that will favor other teams, I'll be very happy about it. But it's going to be a nice game to watch, the usual free-flowing style of play. But there's one thing about Pep Guardiola that he hasn't realized himself. It looks as though almost all the coaches are gradually getting to know almost entirely about how he plays, and he seems to have been caught out somehow. So he needs to set up, build a lot of strategies and, approach all the matches that will come his way. But critically examining both teams and how they have started the season, I'm not expecting anything from any of them that may sound a little extraordinary. So it can go either way.
I'll come to you for your final prediction, but let me come to you, Kwabna. There's been a lot of injuries around this game. If you look at Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, let me leave it to you. You run by me the injuries that both teams are, preparing to face, how they'll be able to bounce back from it, and where do you see this game going?
Okay, so when it comes to the injuries of this game, you could see clearly that both managers will be missing some key players. When it comes to City, the likes of Omar Mamouche, who got injured during the international break for Egypt, will be missing this game. We don't know fully if Phil Foden is back, since due to his ankle injury that he had. Kovacic is also out of this game, long-term injury.
Yeah. Mateo Kovacic.
Guardiola too is also out.
He only just returned.
And we don't really know if he'll be fit for this game. Stones also withdrew from the England squad, and now we don't also know whether he will also be fit for this game.
Yeah.
When it comes to Manchester United, the likes of Cunha, Mount,
Onana,
and even Onana United.
Oh no! But say it's part of the absentee.
Oh no!
Onana.
Don't miss Onana in any way. Look at the goal they scored
But I think he's
during the
going
international break.
already.
He'll be going.
Alone,
So he'll be going. So he's going to do his medicals. So apart from that, I can see that Dalot too also missed the Portugal squad because he also felt like he wasn't too well. Yeah. So we are going to miss a lot of players in this game. But in football, we don't care about the number of players that you miss. What's the most important thing is for you to win. And I feel like there's a lot of pressure on both managers.
Yeah.
Amorim and Guardiola, because Amorim has 4 points, and you could see clearly the kind of football Manchester United is playing this season is not really the best. Burnley, that they even won 3-2 in their last game, you could see clearly that they had to pull through a lot. They didn't really play so well. They had to just pull through to win that game. And for Guardiola, he started the season so well, scoring Wolves by 4-0, and Tijani Rangers came out and started season 1, episode 1. Since then, we are here to see the 2 episodes. Whether season 1, episode 2, season 1, episode 3. We are here to see that from Tijani. Maybe we'll see that against United, but it's very difficult.
We saw episode 2 and episode 3.
But he's here to update us. He's here to update us.
He didn't bring it. No, we saw it, but he didn't bring it.
No, he has to update us. So
he's here to do that.
He's here to do that.
So you had said that everything is in episode, eh?
Yes. So,
but you see, what I've also realized is that this season, I think the 2 Manchester clubs are going to struggle.
Yeah, that's very
Let's
true.
put everything aside. And
that's
then
very true.
we saw the genesis of what is happening now last season, but people were not paying attention to it. People thought that, okay, fine, it was getting to the latter part of the season. So Pep Guardiola will just close the chapter on that season and come back strongly this season. But unfortunately, he hasn't started on any good note.
But let me just wrap up. For City like this, they should know clearly that when a player comes back from an ACL injury, he doesn't put up his best.
Yes.
It takes some time. Rodri is one key player that City are missing. They are not seeing the Rodri that they knew previously, because we saw the game against Brighton and we saw how he played. He was struggling a bit. Yeah. And as I said, I don't understand till date why City didn't buy right back. That is one key place that they are really suffering over there. And if they don't take on Sunday, United is really going to punish them at that side.
Oh, yes.
And also, when you go to the striking period of City, they don't really have the sharp attackers. I even forgot Ryan Sheki is also injured. So
wait.
Sheki.
Yeah. The Ryan Sheki that said, I joined City to kill United. Now he can't.
Yeah,
he can't be.
No. So it's a big one.
He's out for like 2 months.
Yeah, so it's a big one on Sunday that we expect both teams to win. But I don't even know, if you ask me who to win, it's going to be very difficult. But I know the match will be played at Etihad, and I have a funny feeling City will just pull through and beat United.
But do you know the funny thing? No matter how in form, no matter how shambolic United are, when they miss it, it's a different
game altogether. That's true.
You know this derby.
Let me come to you, Nana Kwame.
Yeah.
And with all the talk about injuries, clearly, do you see this as a game where Kobe Mainoo should stake a claim?
I think he should, because whoever I see him more as a number 10, number 8 or number 10. I don't know what is this talk that Amorim is saying, that he has to compete with Bruno Fernandes for a play. How can you compete?
I know, he said what he said, number 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
And which position does Bruno plays for United?
But at a point they were playing together.
In any case, Bruno should be in the 10 there. This match
with Cunha out, potentially Bruno will now move.
Even if Cunha wasn't out, he should have moved up there already. That false 9 Amorim keeps on playing at the top there. I don't know.
Just go play.
No. If you play, it should have started from now. Teams are using players they bought this season. So what is
starting? Joao Pedro started.
Star boy.
How we cried the same.
Estevao. They are all playing.
No. I'm talking about number 9. Victor Lukaku. Gyökeres started.
But which one did you call him?
Victor Lukaku. my bad. Gyökeres started. Now what are you reserving him for? You bought him for how much? 90 million euros.
I think for the first 2 matches, when I realized he wasn't starting, I asked myself, why then did you buy a player? You are playing Mason Mount as a false 9. Who does that? What's the problem?
Even to Chelban doesn't do that. Now, Amorim. Well, this match, he should start a number 9, whether it's XZ or Sesko. If I see Mason Mount as a number 9, that'll be all. I'll just say,
I think the United fans are happy.
Serious. This match, I want to see who pairs. What's the name? Aqua Ricardo saying.
Casemiro.
No. From the City side, the defense, the center of the defense. You said Stones is out.
No, so I'm sure it will be Ruben Diaz and
and maybe Aki. Because if Kusanov
Yes, I think-
starts,
No, Kusanov
Wow.
is also injured.
Yeah,
Kusanov
Kusanov
is
He's
also
also
yeah.
injured, yeah.
Yeah.
He's also injured. But I
Then
think
he has no
pulled-
choice.
He pulled out of the Uzbekistan team during the international
I think
break.
it's
He'll be
because
out for 2
Uzbekistan
weeks.
had already qualified. They've already. And by the way, for those who don't know, Uzbekistan have qualified, but some people haven't qualified yet. I shall not mention names. He pulled out, yeah. He's injured, so it will be who? Ruben Diaz, Nathan Ake. Luckily for them, Ake came back and played for the Dutch team. So these two must be there. The weakness has to be the right back area, and I'm glad Marfo touched on it.
Yeah.
Mateus Nunes is not a right back.
Oh, no, he's
I
never.
don't know why Pep
we saw,
keeps on.
we saw what Nunes was doing at Wolves.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
And
one
we
killer,
know- and
one
we
killer
saw-
winger. Eh?
Yeah.
And we saw what Nunez did in the corresponding fixture last season. The reason why Man United came back within that 10 minutes was because of him.
Yeah, that's very true.
The first goal was directly his fault.
Yeah.
And then the Ahmad goal,
Yeah.
if you watch back, same thing. So I'm sure United will tackle that side. Whoever plays on the left back, whether it is Luke the cripple, Luke Shaw, or Dogu, aka or Comfort Kwade, whoever plays there, he has to do the job and attack Mateus Nunes from the United problem. For City, no Mamouche, Foden just came back from injury.
Yeah.
That means that Ellen Haaland better than a ghost.
I think he scored 6 during the
Yeah.
international break.
Five.
We expect him
Five.
5 rather.
Five,
He
two
scored
assists.
5 and then
Two
2
assists.
assists, 7 goals contribution.
Yeah, and even going to that game, the Moldova goalkeeper was like, whenever Hala scored a goal, he will come there and come and say, I'm sorry, but we need to score more goals because of goal difference.
So let's do
Nipper
some
pie.
let's do some quick prediction, guys. I'm going to push you guys to the wall. It's the Manchester derby. Kwabna, who wins it?
I'm questioning where the City needs to beat Manchester United. Agenda also.
Scoreline.
Agenda inti. And also feeling I may want inti no. City.
Philip
may
Ben, no.
Oh, Charlie. Me say agenda no also.
Feeling warm.
City. No, scoreline. Let me give it my
Give me
scoreline.
the scoreline.
City 3, Manchester United 1.
Friends.
I think I see this game go United's way. And
You see that.
okay, fine. I can't give you the exact scoreline, but I see United beating City. And this thing will come as a surprise. Some people are just made for big games, and United
it.
are one example of
Yes.
it.
What's your scoreline? I'm pushing you to the wall.
I think last season's scoreline at
2-1.
the Etihad will be a good repetition.
So 2-1
United.
for
2-1 United.
Nana Kwame.
Me, I'm going to make a prediction
Uh-huh.
like this one is free. It's a prediction to the betting community. United win or draw.
Okay, so let me run by you the remaining fixtures. Okay, so Arsenal will play at home to Nottingham Forest, AFC Bournemouth, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Sunderland, Everton, Aston Villa, Fulham, Leeds United, Newcastle Wolves, West Ham United, Tottenham Hotspur. That's a big one. Brentford, Chelsea. Then we have Burnley, Liverpool. Then Manchester City, Manchester United. So guys, just pick one game each and then give me your prediction.
Let me
Let me
touch.
start with you.
Let me touch on the game I am looking out for.
Which is
Burnley versus the enemy, Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
Yes. You see how Manfo was saying United agenda. This is where my agenda is. Because of two people.
Make it snappy for me.
Because of two
30
people.
seconds.
1, Vets. 2, Isak. Vets, this is your time to do something.
Which
Burnley are the easy. Coco cra.
Which are- so
They
when
have
you
considered.
say-
Untimi yesha Burnley way there for do something.
Isak will be scoring his first
As
Premier
for
League goal
Isak,
this weekend.
As for Isak,
You can
he
bet
shouldn't
it.
start
He will be scoring his first
because
goal.
he hasn't played a match since.
Don't worry,
what,
he will be scoring his first
April,
goal.
May.
Don't
No,
worry.
but you don't have to start to.
So
to
who
square
wins
goal.
it for you?
Liverpool wins this. I
12
don't
points.
I
You'll
don't
get
I
the
don't
12
expect.
points.
But I won't be shocked if Burnley do something because that Liverpool defense is still suspect. And I thank God they didn't buy McGahey. Yet Danyamia Sepa.
Prince, which game are you touching on for?
Well, I think I'll touch on the Brentford Chelsea. It's going to
Okay.
be a very tough game.
London Derby.
Brentford is a very tough team, especially when they come up against Chelsea. Last season, we also saw what happened when Chelsea were in the wake of qualifying for a top 4, how they struggled against them when they played them at the community stadium.
Yeah.
This time around, I think Chelsea are in form. Their shape is very solid. They are going to miss, their striker, which is Delap. And I think Facundo is in to step in the interim. I think Chelsea have what it takes to beat Brentford, but provided this international break is not going
Always
to have
they are
any toll on the
upset.
players. I don't think
I have a
Brentford
question. I have a
Brentford should be a
question.
match for Chelsea. I
What's your
think,
prediction?
but I think I'll go for 2-0 Chelsea.
I have
Which
a
game
question
are
for
you
the FPL people though.
Okay.
We'll
Okay,
come
we'll
to
come,
them,
we'll
don't
come.
worry. Nana Kwame. Pabna, sorry.
Okay, so Arsenal, Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arsenal Forest, a big one.
Talk of Arsenal first. Do you see any new manager bounce feel around
Might.
there? Nothing
Oh
else?
yeah, I just feel like we'll see one. We'll see it around Forest, and especially the Forest coach was once a Spurs coach, so that North London derby vibes will be on this game a lot.
Oh, it might.
And Forest were playing well, apart from the game that they lost against West Ham, that they lost by 3-0 at home. Apart from that, they were playing so well. And with Arsenal, there's a lot of pressure on them, especially when they lost against Arsenal, against Liverpool, sorry. And we saw how badly they played against Liverpool. They didn't play well.
Yeah.
They played in a system that was so bad that we all sat down and were like, they were so defensive and then, like they came in to defend and not get a goal. So I see clearly a lot of pressure will be on Arsenal. But I just have a funny feeling we might see a draw game in this game. We might just see a draw game. But do you know one thing about the Chelsea game?
No.
Chelsea are playing. This is the 4th game of the season, and Chelsea are playing their 4th London derby of the season.
Yeah.
How?
In a row.
How?
Crystal Palace, Fulham, West Ham, and now Brentford.
They want them to finish the London games
Yeah.
before they think about the rest. I mean,
for Arsenal and Tottenham. The London teams don't dance on the door.
And we are the best. And we are the best.
Guys, let's turn attention to the Spanish La Liga. So let me run by you the fixtures quickly. Then we pick 3 games and then we'll do justice to them. So Real Sociedad at the Real Arena will welcome Real Madrid, Athletic Club Bilbao, Deportivo Alaves, Atletico Madrid Villarreal, big one, Celta Figo, Girona, Levante Real Betis, Osasuna Rayo Vallecano, Barcelona. Barcelona can't seem to play at their Spotify Camp Nou.
Chelsea.
Really, what it looks like now is they'll be playing at the Estadio and Cruyff, which is
no.
That has
Only about
6,000.
6,000.
That's academy born able.
6,000.
against Valencia.
Wait.
Espanyol will play.
Oh, yeah.
Espanyol will play Mallorca. So basically that's it. So guys, we'll touch on the 3 big clubs in Spain. But now, which one are you taking?
Let me take the way in your for team. No, sorry, I'm in your for. I saw Meji loan or Chelsea. I saw Meji loan or Chelsea. Announced it. When is going? No, but it's so unfortunate for Barcelona fans because I'm sure they wanted to play at the Camp Nou, especially they playing their first 3 games away from home, away. Yeah. So they were thinking this game would bring them together at Camp Nou, but unfortunately they can't do that.
The Spotify streams weren't enough, eh?
But it's a big one. It's a big one on Sunday against Valencia. Valencia is those kind of teams that when they meet the Real Madrid, the Barcelona, the Sevilla, and other teams, they prove to be very stubborn. But when they meet the small teams, then they score them.
Yeah.
So this is a big one that Barcelona needs to do their best because their last game they drew, and now Real Madrid has 9 points, Barcelona has 7 points. So there's the pressure will start piling up on Barcelona, and since they are playing their first home game, they want something better from Barcelona. The fans will want Barcelona to win this game. So I just feel like Barcelona will just pull through and just beat Valencia, but they have to go through a bit of like small understanding before they will be able to win. But if they want any money, they can come and see Chelsea because we want Club World Cup. The money is still there. We still have some there, so we can give it to you.
And then Chelsea, a bank, and I say savings and lose.
Hey, let me come to you, Prince. What have you observed with this Xabi Alonso new Real Madrid team? How have you seen them, transform under him? They've picked up 3 points in their first 3 games, as Kwabena did, right?
So 9 points. 9 points.
I think, apart from results, I don't see any aura around Xabi Alonso. And you know why?
Why?
His system, the players seem not to pick up very well. And I think he will need a lot of time for them to get the full grasp of what he's trying to introduce as a team. So in the interim, what you will do is that you appreciate him for getting the results. Yeah. But for how long will this result span? That's the question now. At the end of the season, when you are going for a full review of his performance, you take a look retrospectively at how he performed, the ups and downs. So if at the end of the day, he's able to win a trophy, you get an assurance that with time, the players will pick up. And at the end of the day, you are likely to get a very good destination for him. Now, coming up this weekend, I think they are playing against
Real Sociedad.
Is it Espanyol?
No, Real Sociedad.
Sociedad. It's a Sociedad.
They're going away to Sociedad.
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are playing Espanyol.
No, they are playing Sociedad.
Sociedad.
Yeah. And Sociedad has...
the Real Arena.
Do you know why? It's going to be a tough game because Sociedad are not performing that well this season.
Yeah, they're even yet to win this season. They
Yes.
have 2 points.
They have 2 points. And I know very well that last season, for example, we all saw how they struggled. And this season, we're expecting that things will go well for them. But it looks as though still things are just as they were last season. And things don't seem to practically work for them. For Madrid, I think Xavi Alonso has what it takes to build up on what he's been able to accumulate so far. So far, no pressure on him. 3 matches, 9 points. And with a winning mentality and a winning status, going into the next game, you expect him to build up on that. Despite the struggling of Sociedad, I think sharing the spoils in this game is possible. Because it's not going to be that easy for Madrid. Yeah, it's not going to be that easy.
So now, Kwame, briefly, Atletico Madrid are still without a victory this season. They'll play at home to Villarreal.
You see, Atletico Madrid, if they were to be a country, they'll be Nigeria. Yes.
All I'm saying, our agenda against Nigeria.
I can't be pound.
I don't know.
No, how can you have all these players, especially forwards, and still play badly? You are playing against Elche, Espanyol, and Alaves, and you get only 2 points. Is it not the same as Nigeria playing Lesotho, Benin, Zimbabwe, and not qualifying?
About Chad, about 1-1.
But we are at the top.
Oh, there we go. Inshallah.
Lonely. Walk upon our minds.
Inshallah.
One goal and inshallah.
We will deal with it. But back to this. See, they are going up. Villarreal. Yeah. They will not. I can assure you they will not.
Villarreal has 7 points currently.
Yes.
They started the season
very well.
They got 6 points without conceding. It was only during the last game that
they conceded last minute.
And that one was
another
a
exciting
last
game.
minute goal.
Yes.
I remember.
Celta Vigo is another exciting team in the La Liga. These people, first off, possession, Valencia will win. Shots, Valencia will win. Shot on target, Valencia might win. It might be, Valencia, Villarreal. And it will be Villarreal versus Oblak. Because you know Simeone already. Harambo and Kwan or Bebo. Now, why Radijimio, Nasolo Tabum. Villarreal win or draw.
But
So
despite
no
it being at Metropolitano, Villarreal win or draw.
But you know the funny thing? I think when you compare head-to-head between Atletico Madrid and that of Villarreal, you realize that the last time Villarreal were able to beat Atletico Madrid was at the Wanda Metropolitano. And that was in August 2022. That's about 3 years ago.
Yes.
Now, this time around, you take a look at the performance of Atletico Madrid. You compare it to that of, Villarreal. You realize that Villarreal are in form. And the way they are performing, I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to get all the points at Wanda Metropolitano. I think it's a possibility. Let's not put that aside.
Yeah.
It's a possibility because they are doing very well.
Very
Had it not been the last minute mistake that they committed in the 18-yard area, they would have had 9 points by now without even conceding.
Even though
So
the
who wins
problem,
it for you?
I'll lean towards Villarreal. Even though they've lost Jeremy Pino to Crystal Palace,
Okay.
Ayoze Perez might come in there and do magic. So yeah.
All right, guys. So let's briefly look at the Italian Serie A.
Okay.
There's a big one. So we'll touch on the big game in the Serie A. There's Juventus versus Inter Milan.
Very tough game.
Guys,
A very extremely
big
tough
game in the Serie A.
Extremely tough game.
Briefly.
Let me just use 10 seconds to just finish this one. I told you some time ago, we sat here and I told you I don't really feel the vibes around the Inter Milan coach, Kivo.
Yeah.
Kivo. Niego.
Hey.
Niego. Tigo. Tuba Sheshe.
We called him a Kibo guy.
Oh, now Kivo. Oh. Let me not talk plenty. Juventus win.
Hey. Now he got well.
Well,
Who
see,
wins it? Just prediction briefly.
I think the two coaches. I think for now, Juventus have the upper hand. Juventus have 2 and have 6 out of 2, whereas Inter Milan have 3 out of 2 out of 2 matches. So even in their game against
Udinese,
I mean, it was very pathetic. You didn't expect them to
Akivo is their
have
coach.
gone to that limit and all of. But it's going to be a tough game. But when you compare very well, you realize that anytime they meet, it has always been one of the fiercely contested fixtures in the Serie A. And going by the norms and the normal way of things, I think still Inter Milan have got the vibe and the aura to cause an upset this time around against Juventus.
Nana Kwame, briefly, let's do the Bundesliga, okay?
Quick.
Don't worry. Let's do that.
Wait,
Let's do
my
the
prediction.
Bundesliga.
My prediction on that one.
Okay, what's your
Juve-
prediction?
We've come to draw.
So
Draw.
So it's going to end in a
Draw match.
All right. So Bayern Munich will play Hamburg.
Hey.
Dortmund, Heidenheim. You know, there are other games in the Bundesliga. So
Bayern versus who?
Bayern Munich is playing Hamburg.
Now, wait, that match me. You realize that ever since Hamburg just came back from the Bundesliga too, they got relegated for the first time ever in 2021.
Yeah.
Before that, if you check the results between Bayern and Hamburg, I say beatings. It's like to Bayern, Hamburg is like a drum. They beat them all the time. Pa, 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 pa. 9-1, 10-2, 6-0, 8-0.
So do you see the same
Something
thing
similar
happening?
Similar.
That bet you over 3.5. One bet you 2 goals.
Now, if Leipzig
So that's the funny thing,
just six, a whole Hamburg with our very own Yabua Ubedi 9-0 or 9-1.
Anyways, Kobna, let's do FPL briefly. Which players should we look out for?
Okay.
Into the weekend?
Okay, so going into the weekend, so these are the players I just feel like you have to transfer out of your team. Cole Palmer, we don't know the time he will be coming back to Chelsea. Chelsea are kind of hiding his dates that he will return. Cunha also just transferring him out. Chris Wood transferring him out. Saliba and Watkins. The players I feel like you have to just bring them to your team. Jack Grealish, he's doing so well this season when he at Everton.
Yeah.
So if you're a FPL fan, just get him in your team.
Idris
João Pedro, still get João Pedro in your team. Get Isaac. Alexander Isaac, me I've told you.
He won't start to.
Now what if he doesn't start?
Don't worry, he will score a goal. He will score a goal. He will
Finish it
score
up,
a goal.
finish it up.
Then I will still consider Antoine Semenyo.
I
Just put Antoine. Just put Antoine Semenyo.
Who are we
Just-
captaining this weekend?
This weekend, I just feel like Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish.
Yeah, Everton will be playing Aston Villa.
Alright,
I have 2 players in mind
Who are
that Mafudi mentioned. Ilman Nindia
of Everton.
And then
Brilliant player. And I will still, I'll not the advice on Watkins. I'll bring out, if it were me, I'll put him in there.
Okay.
Aston Villa haven't scored a goal yet. They will score this weekend.
all right. Guys, many thanks for passing through. Many thanks for doing this with me. I've got to say a big thank you to you, Nana Kwame Prince, and Kwabna.
And shout out to Sammy Souls.
And shout out to Sammy Souls, of
Yes.
course.
Hey, why you do?
For you guys out there, join us in our comment section. Let us know your predictions for this weekend's game. Whichever game you want to predict on, let us know. The big one, don't forget, is the Manchester City versus Manchester United at the Etihad. My name, as always, has been Elikem. Stay glued to this channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Westman Studios, Varumon Westman Studios, I should say. Until then, take very good care of yourselves and be good.